What is up, guys? Dawson from Too Fat to Hunt Outdoors. So on the channel today, we're starting up a new segment. It's basically where I just review hunting products, anything from ground blinds, trail cameras, bullets, arrows, crossbows, bows, guns, anything hunting related, food plot, seed, whatever. Anything we want to review, and then we might get, dabble into some unboxings and stuff like that too. So my main goal with these videos is to just keep them as short and sweet as possible. Don't let them drag on too long. Get you guys what you need to know: the specs, the features, how I like the product, how I think it's lasted for me over previous hunting seasons, and show you everything about the product. So right now we're gonna review this ground blind, and at home currently I have like 4 trail cameras that I want to review for you guys. So I have a pretty good lineup of stuff right now, but for today we're going to review this Rhino ground blind. So I'll run through the specs really quick, and I'll also list them on the screen, that way in case I get something wrong, which could happen. But basically the first thing, inside width, side to side, about 75 inches, so you got about 6 feet and a few inches. Ground to top of the blind, about 5.5 feet, 66 inches or so. And inside floor space is about 58 by 58, so you don't got a ton of room in here. They claim that you can fit 3 people comfortably. I mean, I would say 2 comfortably, 3 you're probably squeezing. Once you get all your gear and stuff in there, I mean, 3 people would be pretty tough, but 2 I would say pretty comfortably, especially with all the gear. And it does have a 5 hub design like most ground blinds do. So the main reason I bought this blind was because we got permission on this land right before our bow season last year, and we needed an extra blind because we had all of our other ones set up. And I went to Walmart, and I think I got this one for $99 at Walmart, I believe. I think it was on sale. I think it's normally like $120, $130, something like that. I'll put it on the screen. But a few of the features that really drew me to this blind were these big windows that wrap around from one corner to the other. I'll show you guys with some B-roll or something. And also the door. It's a zipperless door. I was kind of skeptical on how the door would work. The door worked relatively well through the whole season. Basically you got the main hub bar that runs for support, and then they got little clips you clip over the bar to hold the door shut. Then you got one main clip that holds the center of the door shut, and so you got 2 clips on the top, 2 clips on the bottom, and then one main clip in the middle. And it held the door pretty well, and it was relatively quiet getting in and out. You don't got to worry about a zipper zipping up and down, so the door was really nice. This one's actually a real tree camo pattern. I believe you can get mossy oak or something, but they didn't have one in store that day, and I needed it that day, so I kind of prefer mossy oak camo, but I'm not opposed to either one. So go back to the windows here for a minute. It's got shoot-through mesh on the outside. This is the main part of the window that wraps all the way around. It only goes from this corner right here to that other corner. And then on the back there's 2 other windows, a couple smaller windows, but you mainly want to face your blind out the main. I like these wraparound windows. They're really easy, especially for me filming. It makes everything a heck of a lot easier. So you got your main window here. You can adjust them however you want. You can put them down, and then if you want to leave it up, you can attach these up in here. One thing about the mesh, it kind of sucks, but it's not really that big of a deal. So they have the hooks here, but the loops are way up here. So there's not really too much customize options for the mesh. You either got to have it way up in there, or you got to have it down here. So, because if you try to leave it up here, it just kind of flies around. But you can adjust these windows pretty nicely. I normally leave them as high as I can. That way you don't let as much light in, and the deer can't see in as good. So the windows are really nice. As you can see, it's got brush loops. We got this right along a field edge here, and there was a lot of this grass stuff, and it worked out really nice. We blended this thing in really, really nice. Tons of grass. You can put in these brush loops. They got brush loops below the window here, and then they got brush loops along the whole top part, and we were able to brush this thing really nice. The blind is really easy to set up. You just pop the sides out, pop the roof out, and you're good to go. And stagger down, and she'll last you. Take it down, you just pop the roof down, pop the sides in, and you're good to go. So one thing I don't really like about this blind is the actual fabric. It's pretty noisy, but I mean, you're buying a $100 blind, so I guess it's kind of a guarantee that the fabric ain't gonna be the best. So I'll take it though. I mean, it wasn't terrible. You just gotta be careful what you do inside the blind. You can't be touching the sides, otherwise you'll probably spook the deer coming out. But otherwise, it's not bad. I will say though, the roof on this blind held up really good, because A couple times, a couple snowstorms late season there, we try to put up a shooting stick, like one of our old single shooting sticks. We try to put it up on the chair or from the ground and try to prop the roof up. That way, you know, the snow doesn't cave the top of the roof in. And a couple times we had forgotten, we got unexpected snowstorm, and the roof was caved in a couple times, and it had a lot of snow in it, and it didn't rip or anything like that. It didn't break any poles or anything like that. I think I have a couple shots from that. I'll probably overlay them on the footage, but I was surprised. I couldn't believe it didn't wreck the blind the few times it did get a lot of snow in it. So I was pretty happy with that. Overall, I think the structure of the blind is really good. Seemed to hold up good. This thing's been sitting here since like the first week or so of October, and it's now March 10th, I believe. So it's been sitting here for a long time, and it doesn't have any rips or anything, or no broken poles or anything like that in the blind, so it held up really good. Personally, I would buy another one of these blinds. I'm really drawn towards these long windows like this, one big continuous window that you can kind of adjust and stuff. Really, the only other ground blinds I've seen with windows like that would be like a Primo's double bowl blind, and to get one of them, you could buy three more of these. So I would definitely go with another one of these. So overall, I'm happy with the blind, and I would definitely recommend, if you're on a budget, or if you don't want to spend that much money on a ground blind, I would say this is a really good blind for you to buy. I mean, for like $100 or $130, I mean, to get a blind that's held up this good and has some really cool features on it, it's a pretty good deal. I also forgot to mention, so you have 3 back windows. One back window doesn't have Velcro on it. The other 2 do have Velcro on it. If you're going to be thinking you're going to use them, I would definitely recommend taking the Velcro off before you're going to be hunting there. Unless you're going to use the shoot-through mesh, then go ahead. But I would definitely recommend that. And the actual, this long window here does actually have Velcro on it too. I will post a link to this blind at the top of the description below if you guys wanted to check it out or actually purchase one. Go through the link below. It would really help out the channel. Hopefully all the information I just gave you will help you out in your decision making if you're looking at buying a new ground blind for next hunting season. I would 100% definitely recommend this blind if your budget, or if you're just looking for a ground blind around $100. So if you haven't already, make sure you subscribe and turn that little bell on down below. That way you guys are notified when we put out all these new hunting, fishing, reviews, unboxings, and whatever else we put on the channel. Thank you guys so much for watching. Dawson signing off. Always remember, you're never too fat to fish. And maybe you're not too fat